I grew up on Minecraft. I still remember the first time I bought the game, opened a creative world and built a 2-high box out of bricks. Found extreme hills and swam for mountains as tall as those we have now in the modern game. Time has been cruel to Minecraft, to forever be judged by memories of the past. Now, when I boot up the game, I feel nothing. Not just for Minecraft, but for all games. We try and justify it, but I think we just don't want to face the truth. In this video, I want to explore what has been the greater part of 15 years of my life, in the hope that my experiences resonate with you and answer the question: our current apathy towards video games certainly isn't for a lack of trying. I'm sure you have tried the advice such as taking a break, trying different genres, or buying a new console. As someone who's bought the Switch twice and sold them both times on the account of being bored of it, I can assure you that strategy doesn't work. This year it's the Steam Deck, the next the Switch 2. In the end, no matter what we do, we can't seem to find and obtain this feeling that we're searching for when we play video games. Meaning. And that terrifies us. We are terrified at the prospect that what was once a hobby and all this money and time that we've invested into it now means nothing. Let's ask ourselves why we started playing video games in the first place. Because they offered unlimited freedom to be and do anything. But the more we played, the more we found the limitations. And I think we all subconsciously realized that the potential that we saw when we first started playing video games would never be reached. For example, let's look at Minecraft. What is Minecraft's potential when sandbox games by their very nature are never contained? You can always add more structures, biomes, blocks, items. Progression is only as complete as the dev's willingness to say so, and even then, within the eyes of players, progression will never be complete. A new update, one more DLC, more and more. And this is not unique to sandbox games either. Within any type of game, players expect multiple narrative choices, secret dialogue, the true ending. All with the hope that we can get someday closer to this end goal, a second life. A game could be anything. After all, code is malleable, and what is possible will always be pushed. And so the hope is that we can one day live vicariously through our screens. The current gaming landscape is a reflection of those desires. It's no coincidence then that the nature of games themselves have changed to the equivalent of full-time jobs. Because it's what we want. Games have been designed to be longer and longer. We've got people bragging about the thousands of hours they've spent in one game. But no matter how much they play, they're never satisfied. No matter how much is added, how much these games advance, or even how long we play them for, it will never fill the void for meaning that we crave when playing them. That our time spent playing them meant something. And we're slowly coming to the realization that they didn't. All that time spent was wasted. It was just us versus ourselves. Our minds are at war with themselves. We see a vast world to explore, but we sit in our chairs. The land exposed in all its fantastical detail, yet it's confined to a screen. Our minds exhausted from defeating a boss, yet our bodies are refreshed. We've been sitting in a chair for the last couple of hours having achieved nothing. Games are balanced to be beaten. Victory was always assured. No danger, no risk. Only one thing was lost. Time. And yet we come back like an addict, hoping that we can get another hit of what we felt when we were kids. Meaning. We keep on trying to live between two worlds, relying on the game world as a surrogate for every single human emotion, joy, anger, satisfaction. but it's all hollow. It's enough to make us think we're achieving our goals, enough to make us think that the illusion of the game world is just as valid one as our real world, but any real growth requires discomfort, and that's the last thing any game will provide, because then we wouldn't want to play them anymore. I loved Minecraft because it promised everything. I hate Minecraft because it never could. Video games will never be what you want them to be, because they will always be second to the apex medium, real life. At the risk of sounding like our parents, video games can't be a substitute for reality. Our disconnect with them is our subconscious screaming at us to stop trying to find human meaning within a medium that could never provide human experiences. So let go. We used to dream. Our dreams outpaced reality, and so we let reality tame our dreams, to mould them. And so we dreamed only that which had been achieved before, because at least we knew those were possible. And so we felt safe in our pursuit of them, knowing we were on solid ground. The hardest thing in the world to be is a pioneer, to explore the unknown. Our understanding of what is possible is built upon what has already been achieved. So if you wonder why it feels we've stagnated, it's because we started listening to others rather than exploring what is possible ourselves. In Minecraft, we wanted to be artists. We saw artistic freedom in an education system that discouraged it at every step. School was only there for one purpose: to turn imaginative children into obedient workers. As a generation, we found solace in Minecraft, the game that never told us what to be or do, just create. And that was enough for us. That was our meaning. And for all our other desires, everything that we held, we found a game for that as well. Something that could tap into each desire that we held. But now, we've fallen back into the same trap. Our dreams have exceeded the confines of the game, of all games. They can still be fun or give us entertainment, but they'll never be what they were to us as children, and they'll never become what we hoped they would as teenagers. Now as adults, we must make a choice. Stagnate, or step into the unknown. To explore, to become a pioneer. To pursue the dreams for a reason long ago not to pursuing because jaded adults told us so. I say we dream, not in the confines of what's come before or what has already been laid out for us, but that which is yet to come. So we can finally come back to why we started this. Because you and I dreamed of being the main character of our own story. Thanks for watching.